If you're trying to build an online income stream in 2026, you might be feeling really overwhelmed. And that's because there's more options than ever. You have affiliate marketing, UGC, print on demand, reselling, content creation. There are opportunities out there for absolutely everyone, but what's missing is direction on where to begin and how these things work together. And that is what I'm here to share with you. I have tried so many side hustles in the last decade, and I have learned so much and spent so much time doing research, and I am here to save you time doing that research yourself so you can just hit the ground running with your side hustles. And I'm not here to try to sell you a big expensive course. I am just here to share all the things that I have learned. So many people, when they're starting out with side hustles, get stuck because they think they have to start with the most perfect one, but don't know what that perfect one is. And I know that because I have been there. I have seen all the different side hustles that everyone says makes them so much money, and I think, I need to start that. I need to try that. That's the one for me. And when you do that, you end up building a whole bunch of separate side hustles that don't really work together, and you're not putting a ton of energy because you're just bouncing from one to the other. That's 100% what I did in the beginning. So in this video, I want to teach you how to actually start an online income stream that builds long-term instead of chasing every new idea. The biggest mistake that people make and that I made is chasing every income stream like it's a brand new business. If this is what your Instagram account list looks like, then you know what I'm talking about. When you think about your side hustles in that way, it's very overwhelming because you are essentially trying to start 5 different businesses all at once. Unless you are excellent at multitasking, it is nearly impossible to spend enough attention on all of those income streams and separate businesses to get them to grow to the point where you want them to. You don't need all 5. You need to find the one that's going to give you the best foundation to build off of. That foundation is going to give you the skills that you need to continue growing that income stream long term. And if you pick the right thing, there's no limit on how much money you can make or how big you can grow it. Now keep in mind, this is about building passive and online income streams. If you need quick money, this is not going to be the way to do it. In order to make quick money, you're going to need something a little more active: babysitting, lawn care, driving for Uber. These are not going to be those kind of side hustles. These are going to be the kind of side hustles that you start, you do a lot of work on the front end, and over time you will see results. So let's get into the process. Step 1 for building your income streams and your side hustle is going to be choosing one that helps you build skills. Instead of thinking which one's going to make me the most money, think about which one is going to teach you useful skills that you can then take into your business. It should teach you how to create content, how to understand what your buyers and your audience are looking for, how to comfortably talk about products, and how to stay consistent with your side hustle and focusing on just one task at a time. This is why I talk about affiliate marketing as being a very good starting point. If you've seen my video about using Pinterest to share Amazon affiliate links, it is a great way to hit all of those points. You're going to get used to checking out your products, you're going to get used to what things convert, and work on creating visuals that are appealing, and get familiar with all of the different platforms that you're using. On top of that, in general, there's very little barrier. Pretty much anyone can start it. There's very little upfront costs. You don't even have to buy anything. You can just recommend products. You don't need to have inventory, so you're not gonna spend a lot of money up front or have to worry about storing things or shipping things. And you don't have to really interact with people much if you don't want to. In the beginning, learning those things is so much more important than making quick money if you want something to last long term. You need to look at it as kind of a practice point, seeing what actually works. When I started, I was trying to do affiliate marketing by using social media. I was trying to use Instagram, which is challenging to build on Instagram. So that was challenging for me. And when I found that Pinterest helped me with that, I was able to learn so much more. So finding your right platform and finding your right entry point is how you're gonna learn what's going to build. Now, moving on to step 2, you wanna assign this income stream to an asset. So if you go with affiliate marketing, just posting affiliate links is more of a transaction, right? You're trying to sell 1 or 2 products to any random audience. If you want to move affiliate marketing from transactional into something that has long-term potential, on the back end, you should really be focusing on building a platform as an asset that you are going to be able to build a community, build a following, and that way, as you grow and you introduce new layers to your monetization, you're going to be able to leverage that asset. So think about social media platforms, think about a YouTube channel, maybe it's an email list, or you can go with the classic blog. Then you're building trust, you're building a dedicated audience that knows you and they know what you're selling. The people who do best with affiliate marketing and get the most affiliate income are bloggers, they're YouTubers, they are content creators who have a big following because people trust them and people want to use the things they're using. So if you're just using Pinterest with Amazon affiliate marketing, that's great. That is a perfect place to start. You are learning back like our step 1 skill building, but eventually you want to link it to something that you can grow. And you're going to use those skills that you are learning using Pinterest and transfer them into your platforms. And as you grow those platforms, you're now opening yourself up to ad monetization or maybe brand sponsorships. And that is how you're going to build on top of affiliate marketing. Now we're moving on to step 3, which is something I have been trying to emphasize a lot lately, is to build and focus on one thing for 6 to 12 months. In those 6 to 12 months, dedicate yourself to only working on one income stream. Now, if you're like me, I have ADHD and I want to work on a million things at one time, but that's not realistic. Like I said, you have to focus on one and build that up into something first. If you keep jumping from one thing to another, you're not going to see a lot of traction on any of those. So if you're anything like me, you might try affiliate marketing for a few weeks and then you want to move into UGC and try doing some of that. And none of that gets adequate time to grow. You're just bouncing from one thing to another and starting at zero every single time. The key to growing a side hustle in 2026 is very simple. It is consistency. The more consistent you are on just about any platform, the more benefit you're gonna see. Whether it's Etsy, any of the social medias, YouTube, a blog, everything is rewarding posting regularly and interacting. The mistake people make is switching too quickly. You start with affiliate marketing, then you wanna try YouTube, then you're gonna move to UGC, then you wanna do some print on demand. You're not going to see growth in any of these if you are spreading yourself so thin. Spending a little time here, a little time there, a little bit of time on this, ignore this thing for 3 weeks and then come back to it. Nothing's going to move. You need to pick just one thing and stick with that one thing. Force yourself to stick with that one thing. Here's a little personal tip for something that has worked for me if your brain works like mine. I've been reading The 12-Week Year by Brian Moran. What I did is I went into ChatGPT and I told it I want to do all of these things and I need to pick which one to prioritize, and I want you to give it to me in a format that follows the 12-week plan. That way I am grouping everything into 12-week focuses, and I think I can focus for 12 weeks on one main goal instead of trying to build 5 different things in those 12 weeks. If you think that's something that would be helpful, I will link the book below so you can check it out. But if you don't want to buy it, you can probably find it at your local library. If you can do this and you can commit to that one thing, whether it's 12 weeks, 6 months, 12 months, if you can do that, you are going to be so far ahead of anyone else who's trying to build side hustles. Now, step 4 is the thing we all want to know. How do we layer these income streams? Because no one really teaches us that, right? I wish someone had just taught me that from the beginning. Give me the clear 101 explanation of how you are building all these income streams and how they all link up and how you're doing it under one brand. Instead, what we see is a bunch of gurus teaching us this one side hustle or this one side hustle, or teaching us how to do a sales funnel. Like, I don't understand. I want someone to tell me how I go from posting Amazon affiliate links to selling a $900 course. How do those things link together? So let's talk about how that actually works. After you've focused on building your foundation for 6 to 12 months, whatever it is, and you start to see some traction. So you have traffic, you have an audience, you have growing followers, you've nailed down the kind of content you want to create, and you have a consistent posting strategy. And that goes for creating sales listings as well as posting on Instagram. Let's say you decided to go with blogging, and you have now been blogging, you have figured out so much, you have learned about SEO, you have figured out a content format that you like, you have a Pinterest system in place to drive traffic to your blog, you're getting readers, you're tracking your analytics. These are all things that you are learning. This is that skill building that I was talking about. And your monetization level, that you tied to that asset is currently affiliate income from Amazon or maybe some other affiliate programs. And those numbers might be small right now. You have some affiliate blog posts, you put links in all the other posts, maybe you've linked some things to Pinterest as well. But since you have been building these skills on your blog and you have been mastering how to get good reach with your blog, now you might open the opportunity for putting ads on your blog, whether it's through AdSense or Mediavine, depending on how much traffic you've gotten. Then as that grows and that builds and you are getting more and more views, now you can reach out to brands and ask if they want to sponsor a post. That is a whole new income stream that you are building. So now you have affiliates, you have ads, you have sponsored posts. Maybe you're gonna offer digital products for sale depending on what your niche is, if that makes sense. Or maybe you're gonna offer products of your own. Or let's say you're teaching photography, you can open a membership where people can get courses on how to take photos. Or maybe you wanna move into more income streams on different platforms. So you're gonna take your blog content, turn it into YouTube videos. And then you're gonna turn those YouTube videos into shorts and reels and post them on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok and monetize those platforms as well. This is how you build. You start with one thing, you understand it, you practice it, you get good at it, you build on it, and then it all just kind of falls into place and makes sense. So your goal in the beginning is to start with an income stream that you can build on. This is why I bring up niches a lot. I know a lot of people say you don't need niches, but you want to figure out a direction that you want to go. If you just start posting all kinds of different things, you're not going to get yourself into a good little stack. It'll be hard to just focus your attention and build. If I'm posting about everything, what kind of digital product am I going to offer you? Whereas here, if I'm talking about side hustles, I can offer you a digital product that is a step-by-step guide of building your side hustle. Let's walk through a couple of examples of how you can layer your income streams depending on what you're starting with. Let's say you start with affiliate marketing and you are practicing making content on Pinterest, which is something I talk about quite a bit. So now you're learning what converts, what buyers are looking for, what visuals people like to see. Then let's say you move on and create your blog, which is going to be your asset. That's how you're going to build your trust. That's how you're going to gain your traffic. Or maybe you're ready to do a YouTube channel and that is going to do the same thing. You're going to use your SEO, you're going to get subscribers, you're going to build trust with your audience, you're going to let people know who you are. That's what these assets are good for. Then you start growing your traffic with your SEO, trying to reach more people, and you are still in practice mode because you are figuring out what works. And as it grows, this is going to open the opportunity for ads. So whether you monetize on YouTube and you get AdSense for YouTube, or you monetize your blog through either AdSense or Mediavine, or on your social media, you can even get advertising working there through brands. As you grow these platforms, you open the door to brand sponsorships. So maybe a brand wants you to talk about their product in your YouTube or write a blog post about it, or they want to sponsor content. This is where UGC might fall into place on your social media. And then if you are someone who is educating, you might offer a digital product, a guide, an ebook, or maybe even just a checklist that people might want to use. So that's example one. You're starting with affiliate marketing, you're building your platform, and then you grow and you put ads and you get sponsorships and you create a digital product. In example two, you might start with reselling. Now this is something that I do. I started with reselling and I created social media around that and a YouTube channel around that, and I record content while I'm out sourcing things to resell. And that has turned into an income stream on its own. I'm monetized on YouTube, I'm monetized on Facebook. When I'm creating videos, I might mention a tool that I use or a platform that I use. I might mention something like WorthPoint that helps you determine the value of things, and I can include an affiliate link in my description, which builds another income stream into it with affiliate income. So these are just two examples of how you can start with one side hustle and build multiple streams of income off of it. But again, I emphasize in the beginning, it is about building, it's about learning, and it's about not getting discouraged and not wanting to bounce on to the next thing because someone promised you it would be a quick win. 9 times out of 10, these things are not quick wins. Now with those examples or any other route you want to take, there's flexibility. You can decide you don't want to do digital products, you want to create a membership group, and you can do that instead and teach people something. With reselling, I'm kind of trying to drop off of the selling aspect and focus mostly on monetizing my content because it takes less work and it can compound over time with less of my time going into it. But without reselling and without starting with that point, I wouldn't have a platform, I wouldn't have a niche. So if you are trying to get into or grow your side hustle this year, stop trying to find the perfect income stream. Do not keep bouncing from one thing to the next thing to the next thing. Choose one that's going to teach you something useful. Attach it to a platform that's going to become your asset, that is going to give you leverage to grow your side hustle. And most importantly, give it time to grow. Do not bounce on to the next thing until you have that one down. Next week, I want to focus on what you actually need to do to build a blog or a YouTube channel, because I think those are a couple of the best assets that anyone can really get started on, because they are long-term, they are searchable. Where social media, a video might be viral for a week or a month, your blog content and your YouTube content lasts forever. And anyone who searches it, if you use SEO right, can find that long term. And if you're willing to leverage ChatGPT for these things, you can build it so easily. But for now, I want to know, what is your starting point? Where are you beginning? Is it affiliate marketing? Is it reselling? Have you already started a YouTube channel? Let me know in the comments where you stand. And if you want to connect more, make sure to come join my school community. It is free. The link will be in the description below. That is where we can connect and talk one-on-one about your side hustle. You can also connect with other people who are trying to grow their income streams as well. You'll also find a classroom where I am building up a library of step-by-step tutorials and a whole bunch of assets filled with things that I have learned from all of the side hustles that I have tried. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, make sure you subscribe, give it a thumbs up. These things all help me so that I can give away all of my knowledge for free. I don't want to charge you guys anything. The companies have enough money to pay me.